Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So today I'm reviewing a bit of a classic, 1698 from Shepherd Neame, 6.5%. It says here, you see auburn, you smell roasted fruit hoppy, you taste rich, fruity and warming. Now it says here, first brewed in 1998 as a special 10.5%. Oh, I'd like to have tried that. ABV to celebrate Shepherd Neame's tricentenary. Only local hops and malted barley and water drawn from our artesian well are used to brew 1698, which is a bottle conditioned Kentish strong ale. Oh yeah, it is bottle conditioned. Hops are added 3 times, hence it is thrice hopped. Yeah. So, another review. Had a good night, come home. Wife's busy doing cakes and I'm busy doing gardening. And it says here, the ale matures naturally in the bottle and can be enjoyed fresh or allowed to settle for a few months to mellow. The natural effervescence produced by bottle conditioning, the interaction of yeast and brewing sugars, gives 1698 fine champagne-like bubbles. Is it? That further enhance the fragrance, flavour and overall drinking experience. A silver medal winner in the Taste of Britain Awards, 1698 has been included in the International Beers Challenger's World Top 50 Beers and has won a gold award from the British Bottlers Institute. And as obviously it's available in just about all the big supermarkets. So yeah, auburn colour, we'll call it auburn because they've called it auburn, and a white head. Fruity on the nose. Oh, reminds me of Christmas pudding and some of the flavours that you get from that, dried fruit flavours and that. So it's now 20 to 7. And last review of the night, no more reviews after this. To go in, chill out, eat some dinner, and had no food yet. Been up since just after 5. Oh, that really hits the spot nicely. And, we'll put it there so you can see it. Yes, a real quality beer. And I've got to be honest, there are some go-to beers in supermarkets. So if I was gonna, I haven't done a top 10 of beers, but if I'm talking about supermarket beers that I can readily get available, McEwan's Champion Ale, 1698, Fuller's 1845, Old Crafty Inn, Abbott's Reserve, all quite strong beers to be fair. Oh, mate. Yeah, we'll stick with them 5 because I've kind of forgot the other beers. And one of these days I'll get down to a local Waitrose and hopefully be able to pick up a good selection from them, a good beer haul. Take a good 50 quid and see what I can get. Good to see pubs opening up and down. You know, I mean in Nottinghamshire, because obviously I'm in Nottingham, and seeing that local breweries reopening their pubs with as much social distancing as you can manage. I mean, you know, you're never going to be able to stop everyone from being close. And obviously, really, if you don't like it, the best thing to do is just not go in. If you think you're not going to like it, then it's not worth putting yourself at risk. Especially if you have got any issues underlying issues. Oh, one truly, a true cracker of a beer. For me, probably Shepherd and Neame's best beer. Although their India Pale Ale, that's a 6.1%, which is just on the wall behind me. That's quite a nice beer too. Oh dear. Ugh. So, Monday over with, and only 4 more days to the weekend. What I must do is find some bloody earplugs or some headphones, so when I'm at work, and instead of, you know, put the these days with the apps on, you can get radio apps, and there's a radio, UK Radios it's called, this app, and you got like 500 radio stations. Bloody brilliant. Anything you could want is on there. If you like Elvis Presley, there's an Elvis Presley channel, and I'm not joking. Country music, all sorts. And sometimes, you know, instead of being on your own, just overthinking, listening to somebody else rattle on and getting engrossed in the conversations takes your mind away, makes the day more better, and for me, you know, it makes life better. If I'm not overthinking and reading too much into things. Although, to be honest, where I am at the moment, I'm pretty much right on what I read anyway. Oh. So, that's 6.5%. Really hits the spot nicely. Truly awesome beer for me. The flavours, good aroma, good flavours, looks good, and tastes great. There's not much you could really want from a beer, and the price, you know, 4 for £6. The 3 of the big 4 supermarkets. What's not to love about that? You know, if you was to go, I don't know, to some of the craft beer breweries, say in Nottingham even, for 6.5% you were paying probably £6 for the beer. So to get it at that price is an absolute bargain, really. Obviously it's a massive brewery, produce a hell of a lot. They can produce it cheaper than your normal, your little craft beer brewers can. Hence why, you know, they can. It's just like, you know, I've never actually drank this in a pub, and it's one of them beers that I would actually like to drink in a pub. We're going to a pub on this Saturday. We're going to go for a meal. I don't know if you have to book or not, I'm not sure. Not a big meal, just fancy a nice steak, you know, and a couple of pints. We've got fair amounts of pubs around us. As long, you know, I don't want to go in a pub that's rammed, because the last thing I want is some idiot fucking coughing and sneezing, and who's got coronavirus or is a spreader, and me getting it, you know, because obviously there's it's all right. You could be, you know, immune to it and all that, but you get the fucking symptoms, and then you've got to isolate for 2 weeks. That's okay, but can you afford to isolate for 2 weeks? I mean, I know the government are doing checks and all that, but, you know, there's a lot of people out there totally on the breadline. If you're a rich bleeder and you've got to isolate for 2 weeks, no, probably, you know, it's not going to affect you. But if you're somebody who all of a sudden is going to be getting, like, statutory sick pay, which is like shitty £100 a week, how many can afford to do that? I mean, for me, the most well-off people in all of this are the people that are on the dole, because it makes no difference to them if they're at home. You know, a lot of these on benefits, the people across the road on benefits, stay safe in the window, and you think to yourself, you bastards don't go to work anyway. You scrounge off the government, you don't go to work, all your kids have got kids, not one of them goes to work or pays into the system in any way, shape or form. And it kills you, because you think to yourself, these people are saying stay safe. Yeah, they're the safe as asses, because they're not putting themselves out there to go to work and, you know, come into contact. And not that I'm being horrible on people who are, you know, are on the dole and that, but they're all horrible people as well. It's not the fact that they're on the dole, it's the fact that they're very nasty, horrible personalities. Belting footballs against your cars, shining lights in your window with a laser. I've told, they got a son who's a fucking absolute twat he is. And he was doing that, and I says to him, I says, one day, I went across one day, I says, Jay, I says, you see up there, there's a camera. It's getting everything you do. So your little dickhead mate who's just gone by my window doing that, it's just caught him doing it. And I walked away. The camera's bullshit, but I walked away and you could see his fucking face drop. It's like, shit. We can't get away with the shit we pulled. And like, he's saying to his mates, look, he's got a camera up there. You can see him pointing to his mates. And all of a sudden his mates are like, oh, fucking hell. I'm not so big and brave now. And, you know, we've had 18 years we've been here, and to be honest, they've been absolute twats the whole way through. And, I mean, there was one time I was going to go out and absolutely pace the shit out of him. But what's the point of doing that? I'll be the one in prison, locked up, lose your job because you're locked up, and these twats get away with murder even more. And this, with neighbours, this is a thing that happens all around the country. You know, obviously I'm not the only one who suffers shit neighbours. Luckily, I've got great neighbours this side and a great neighbour that side. Yeah, he's quiet, he's a bit strange, but he keeps himself to himself, apart from his falling asleep, pissed up with his telly on at nights, which made us change rooms. We went to the middle bedroom, we did, because he'd fall asleep, pissed out of his fucking head, and all of a sudden you can hear the bass of the TV. It's like 1 in the morning, I'm thinking, I'm going to kill the cunt. And you're in your bedroom thinking, fucking hell, I've got work in the morning. He's got his fucking telly on, and you can hear the telly, you know, because we're semi-detached, you can hear the telly through the walls. Why the bloody hell didn't they sort this out, you know, years ago? I put some, to make it so that you can't hear anything. Hey? You know, old building regulations. But anyway, in the end I had to move bedrooms because there was one night and I'd have killed him. In fact, I went to work the next day and I was so pissed off at work. Everybody at work said, what's up with you? I says, so leave me alone. And I'm on red, you know, I'm at the very worst that my temper can go. And the people at my present workplace have not seen that, you know. And yeah, people who think because you suffer with anxiety and that you won't lash out at some time are very mistaken, you know. As a very strong person, and the fact that my brain makes me weak, it's not weak, it's just because of that. But I got to work that day and I'm fuming, and I thought, I'm going to kill the bastard when I get home. And I got home, I said to the wife, I can't come in the house, I'm having him as soon as I see him. Next minute he pulls up in his car and I says to him, excuse me, and I started to have a pop at him about this fucking TV. And all of a sudden he says, oh, I'm really sorry. And he melted me. I'd gone from wanting to break his neck to being, you know, totally chilled out. And, you know, he was so apologetic. And I know that he lives on his own. He drinks a lot of beer. he has the telly up loud when he gets home because he's probably pissed up and he's, you know, can't hear the TV. And he's not doing it to be a dick. You know, there's some people in life who just want to be dicks to people, and those people get their comeuppance in the end. But yeah, he just. But we moved anyway, and moved into the middle bedroom because I couldn't be done with it. And then buggered me one night, my son couldn't get to sleep. He struggles with his sleep, and the problem is in the big bedroom there's an airing cupboard, and it drips. It drives you insane. So I'm trying to get to sleep, and I can just drip, 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 and you know, after so long, it's like, fucking hell, I'm gonna rip that bastard off the wall. And anyway, my son, you know, he's 20. What is he now? 22. No, he's 24 this year. 24. Okay, now born in 1996. Yeah, 24 this year. Bless him. And he can't get to sleep, and he struggles to get to sleep. And next door's had the telly on. I'm gonna kill the bastard. So my wife goes out and knocks on the door next door. Says, "Look, turn your fucking TV off. It's 2 in the morning. You're pissed out your head." And she bangs on the window, bangs on the door. He's not coming out. He's not answering. Whether he's asleep, pissed out of his head, who knows? I mean, I know that when you've had a drink, you know, it's a struggle to get people awake. So, and she had him the next day. And again, he was so apologetic. You know, he's actually a nice person who just gets drunk, falls asleep, and leaves fucking telly on loud. And but I'd rather have him than allow some gobshite next door who's got the fucking music blasting out. You know, some proper dickhead who's got the music on, and a true arsehole. So, in some ways, I'm lucky, you know. Hopefully he never moves. And if he does move and I win the lottery, I'm buying his house. And we'll knock through and make it into one big house. Oh, so, I do apologise for any profanity in this review. Yeah, I really do care about my image, and yeah, no, but I really do. You know, you shouldn't be swearing on reviews. Yeah, and I've noticed we've come to a plateau on the subscribing front. It's like got to 780, and it's like stopped all of a sudden. It's gone down. It's gone up, and one day we'll get to this because of Google, YouTube, and they're stupid. I mean, I had 30 subscribers and I was doing live reviews, and then they changed it to 1,000, and you think, you miserable bleeders. But yeah, we'll get there one day. Then we'll do live reviews with people giving me talking to me back. That'll be hilarious, that will be. Yeah. I will try to be decent and not say anything that's naughty. I try not to say anything about work these days and old workplaces, if I can. But sometimes, you know, best just have an opinion. But a decent opinion. So what can I say? Absolute cracker of a beer. Love it to bits. Not that you'd see this on a pump in a pub at 6.5%. It's a bit strong for a pub draft. But yeah, this weekend looking to 22 years married, 29 years together on the same date, July the 11th. So looking forward to that. You know, I've been lucky that I've met the person who can put up with me, because obviously, you know, these last, I don't know, 10 or 15 years with anxiety, and that I've not been as strong as what I was. And believe me, when I was back in my 20s, I was a fucker. And now I'm I'm not as strong as I was, but I need to go back to being the person that I am. And for people out there who suffer with anxiety, stress, depression, you know, talk about it. They're better to talk about it. If someone's being a dickhead, just ignore the dickheads totally, because there's plenty of them out there. There are plenty of people who've got compassion, who listen, who can give you positivity. The last thing you want is some negative person. Ignore anybody who's negative. I do now. In work, in real life, if someone's negative, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not interested. And they'll spout on, and you think it's gone straight out. And I forgot everything they say, but even as they're saying it, I'm like, yeah, gone. And I'm getting that way. I'm getting better that way, and it's the way to be, you know. I mean, that cognitive behaviour therapy, they tell you to think positive all the time. Yeah, easy said than done. But anyway, 21 minutes in. Jesus Christ, what a long review. Cracker of a auburn colour, white head, fruity aroma, same on the taste. Reminds me of Christmas pudding, not quite Christmas pudding, but elements of that. And overall, a fantastic beer. 6.5%, hits the spot, and for the price you can get it at, 4 for £6. My God, it's well worth buying 4 of, because it's bloody nice. It is one of the, you know, I call some beers icons of the industry. This is one of the icons. It's up there with all the best beers in the UK. Yes, there's a lot of beers that you can't get in supermarkets that are probably better, but I'm on about supermarket beers. It's right up there at the top of the chain. Out of 5, 4.64 out of 5, which I would class as a top 10 beer. I've not been doing them recently, I've just been putting beer review down. But yeah, absolute classic. Love it to bits. And that's it for this review. Brilliant. And I do apologise for the tangents, you know. But sometimes it's my way of just spouting off about the world in general. And, you know, giving, you know, something different to listen to, you know. Because if you watch the news every day and all the shit they come out with and all the negativity in the world that they portray, I watched a video on Facebook, and it's when the Black Lives Matter thing was going off and all the looting, and you know, I agree with anybody demonstrating for the right cause. Obviously, it's a good thing to demonstrate for a cause. Climate change is a massive cause. But the killing of that bloke in America, who was no angel, but, you know, shouldn't have happened. And then you get the idiots looting shops, and you think, what the fuck are you doing, looting shops? All you're doing is detracting away. All you're doing is making your other black people look bad. And then on Facebook, and it got me into tears, because you had all these black people forming a ring around shops and saying, you fucking idiots are not looting shops, protect our shops, you're making us all look bad. And that to me was the human race at its very best. You know, you're not there to fucking raid every shop going. You know, you're there to make a statement that people have been discriminated against, and all, you know, all the issues there, and not to smash people's shops up, take all their livelihood away. No. And those people, and yet the mainstream media did not post any of that. It got on Facebook, went viral on Facebook, because people obviously look at that and think, that's what I want to see. I don't want to see people smashing statues up. You can't change the past. You learn. But anyway, I've talked way too long. 24 minutes. Jesus Christ. But anyway, a fantastic beer, nonetheless. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to somebody going on and on and on and on. And see you soon. Cheers.